Hello guys, so I'm going to be showing you some designs. The first 10 are going to be 281 to 290 designs of my number law. And then the last 9 frames are maybe extras you've already seen from 281 and 282, which 282 were, I think, already had extras, but 281 didn't, basically. But however, and then maybe lots of new ones that will be in the coming. These are all the designs that will definitely be shown throughout 281 to 290. This one is 281, so I won't say much about 281 or 282 because they have similar designs, and while they've already been shown. 283, basically, 283 will obviously be in 283. Next, 284. So I decided to give this this design a little bit of a different look, so that the 2 doesn't look the same for 281 through 283, but the 2 still has the same colour from 283. The 8 is black and the 4 is a girl with a pink tail. Next, 285. The 2 is green, the 8 is blue, and the 5 is red. The 285 is also a girl. Next, 286. The 2 is green, the 8 is grey and kinda a detective, which in this design he doesn't have a hat, but he will most certainly have a hat in his episode though. And the 6 is black. The 8 is a detective, the 6 is evil, basically. 287. 287 is inspired by Q from Mike Saucedo's Alphabet Law. Next, 288. The 2 is purple, the 8 is blue, and the other 8 is kind of purple, but a little bit brighter. Next, for 289, the 2 is blue, the 8 is green, and the 9 is black. Obviously, the 9 is evil, but the 8 and 2 are both good. They all are males. 290. So basically, the 0 is just an eyeball. The 9 is yellow, and the 2 is blue. Now, this does not mean someone's eyeball fell out for the 0. This just means the 0 was naturally born as an eyeball, not with one eye, just as an eyeball. Alternatively, as one eye, thing as he was born as one eyeball, but as a one eyeball, but still he's born as an eyeball, meaning he is one. Anyways. Next, you've seen Zeta in 282. He's evil, he's alien. He's the one that sent Delta to Planet 50, who is currently in G-Man Productions' Number Law world, Negative Infinity. Next. This one's kind of a scary one. I was even scared after I made it. This is Existence. Existence will show up in 290. Basically. And you can clearly see that he's very scary. The 4 stuff sticking out of him at the top are spikes. That, to keep in mind, are very dangerous. If someone touches them, well, they are poisonous. So that person who even touches them one bit will immediately explode because they're the explosion poison. Next, Alpha. You've seen Alpha and Beta and Gamma, but you haven't seen Epsilon, I don't think. Next, Infinity. Note, this is not G-Man Productions' Infinity, as his Infinity, from what I remember, is Negative Infinity. But this is my Infinity, who has rings. This is he is basically the universe, basically, though. Obviously, like, if anyone goes into space in the No Law world, then they'll kind of see very tiny yellow stripes. Those are the edges of the solar system, as they are the rings of infinity. Infinity will debut at the end of 290, basically, to mark the end of the 29th part of the entire number law series in total, at the start of part 30, which is also the final part of season 6 altogether. And then season 7 will begin. Next, Delta. This is Delta's final form, and it will also debut in 290. Lots of final stage or final boss stage kind of extras, or just very powerful, seem to be in 290. Obviously, Delta's final face will most likely be changed, so that all the face is still just kind of red, though, seeing as it'll be very hard to literally draw that over and over, because there will be a fight in 290, and it will involve Delta, who will later in the fight become this final face. Next, 201 is the final extra. He will be debuting in I think 283. So next episode. Fun fact: 301 was going to be the design of Medusa, but I thought it would be copyright, so I changed the design to something more simple. Anyways, that's all for this video. Please note, I'm voicing pretty much nearly every single character in Number. I know G-Man Productions voiced 23, 24, 25, and a bunch of other characters, but he made those voice lines unlisted, meaning nobody can find them anymore anyway, basically.